everybody, my name is Jeremy Yurow and I'm a student journalist here at the Cronkite School. I'm doing an explainer video on how to interview a politician. We do not have a politician, so for all intents and purposes, my roommate over here, Eric, he is going to be Councilmember Eric. Well, the subject today is about Phoenix's bioscience initiative. I usually like to start it off, I come in, usually our videographer setting things up, I like to make small talk just to kind of set a friendly vibe. I'm not trying to be his friend, I'm a journalist. He's a politician, but I'm just trying to be cordial. So I'll say, Senator Eric, or Councilmember Eric rather, how are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent, actually.
It's okay? Are you ready to go ahead and get this thing started?
Absolutely. Let's do it, Jeremy.
Okay, so usually I like to come in with a couple of bullet points instead of questions. And I think that it's good to just kind of have things that you want to attack, but not like a specific question 1, 2, 3, but rather things that you can kind of build off of and the conversation can flow around. So we're talking about the bioscience initiative. I'll start off with the general one. Councilmember, Phoenix has the goal of becoming a top 5 leader and innovator in the biosciences before the year 2030. Can you tell me a little bit about your goals and what's gone into that?
Yeah, I'd love to. I think there are a lot of problems facing our society right now in the world of biosciences. I mean, just look at the pandemic, how much of a need was uncovered to really understand, and progress in scientific technology. And there are just all sorts of issues, from genetics to optogenetics to, just a ton of issues. I want to stay on the forefront. I want to make sure Phoenix is a leader in the front of that.
Now remember guys, you can start off kind of general, but then at a certain point you want to kind of get into the details and you want to ask questions that the congressman, council member, whoever you're interviewing might not have heard before, and that your article can provide new information to people. So also, council member, one thing that I've learned is that a big part of your bioscience initiative is building relationships with these bioscience industries and trying to get new ones to come to Phoenix. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about people. People make up a business. So we want the industry to grow and flourish here in Phoenix, but that means we need people to grow and flourish here in Phoenix. So, we don't reach out to businesses, we reach out to people at businesses. It's important to build those connections.
And one last thing, you do have to ask them the tough question. When you do ask the tough questions, you don't want to feel like you're putting them on the spot. You kind of want to set this idea that there's information I need to get at. I understand that it might not be what they want to hear, but I'm trying to give you a chance to explain yourself because people are curious about it. So I'll say, council member, one thing that I've realized is that you guys are attending the Bioscience International Conference this year in San Diego. You have a little setup that you're going to have there. You have a marketing campaign. The city council has allocated $105,000 for that. That's still well behind that of other major cities. How do you expect to attract talent and compete with them when you're coming in with less resources?
Yeah, that's a really great question, Jeremy. I want to say that we're not spending money that we don't need to spend. This is taxpayer money, and we've got a lot of, important needs, for that money. And so we don't want to spend money just for the sake of spending it. So we came up with a really effective strategy. How much we budgeted for it, that's how much we feel like it's going to take to get the job done.
All right, everybody, that was Councilmember Eric, very important person. I think he gave us some good answers. And that is how to interview a politician. Thanks, everybody.